Video today a little different to the ones I have been doing, and this one is about the quad that I've been driving for the last couple of weeks. This is the Segway Snarler what is it, Sean?
6S.
AT6 S. It's a 600, but it's actually a 570. Now I'm after getting this as a demo model off Derek below in Kells in Quad Factors. I bought a quad off him a couple of years ago. I've found Derek great to deal with, and it's down getting a service now. The quad that I bought off, it was a CF Moto 450S. I have my son here, he's the boy for all them names, but he gave me this. He's a friend of the channel and he gave me this quad to try out. He's the new main dealer this part of the country, and I've been driving this for the last 2 weeks and I like it. Now, to be honest, I'll be straight out, when I got it first I set up on it and I said to myself, oh god, I don't know, do I like this? But that is because I was used to the quad that I had. The difference now I have found with this is it's a little bit taller. Obviously it's a bigger quad. This one has power steering, mine doesn't, so I was a bit nervous driving it because the steering is super sensitive on it.
I think it's wider as well. Yeah.
Wider, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, because the little doorway we put our quad into now, I'm finding it tight coming out with this one. So yeah, so this quad, what do I like about this quad? Well, obviously the power steering. My son likes the power, oceans of power in it. Features that it has, it's a nice design now. It's different now to most quads. Look at that, the back end looks great. You'll notice here that the petrol tank is slightly to one side. That allows, let me knock it off. That, and there's our fan now kicking in, that. So basically you've got a, what would you call this, a little compartment. On the CF Motos now they have a USB charger here and a socket that you could plug in a little compressor to pump your tyres at the side here. And when I got this quad I says, oh, that would be definitely a miss if I didn't have that. But then I saw this little thing here. And I'm only still getting, there we go, look at that. So you can fit your phone in there. And you have your two chargers, one for your little compressor and one for your USB. So yeah, and at the back then you have another little compartment here which is slightly bigger than the CF Motos too. So you can put all your toolkit in there. So yeah, so it's a kind of a cool bike. It has rear independent suspensions, which means it's what, Johnny, what do you call them, coilovers, is it?
Yeah, it's got coilovers in front and the back.
And the back, so there's a suspension at each corner. Some quads have one big suspension down the middle here, but this is a very comfortable bike to drive now.
You like getting a car with a solid rear axle and then an independent rear suspension.
There you go, there's the bike that has all the technical talk. There's a cover missing off that now. As I say, this is only a demo model, so it's the bog standard. Or the Quintia plantation standard. Yeah, this is our standard at the minute. Now, Shawnee likes to rip it around, so this is a kind of an old bull, young bull video. I can show you him driving it there now, one sec. Four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive?
Yeah. There you go, sounds like it. There you go, look at that for difference. So that's how he drives it, but I like to take it handy. What I like about this is there's plenty of power. We have our tow bar in the back and our trailer socket. Now my 400 CF Moto is well able to pull a heavy bale of silage on a trailer here at the back. This will do it all day long. No problem whatsoever. Now the price of these now, you'll have to speak to Derek below on quad factors in Kells. Let me just show it to you here. This is him here. It has a winch on the front, which works brilliantly because I've used it on my own quad. So yeah, this is he's the main dealer now up this side of the country, as I said. So what other features is there now? There's a nice, let me just show you the, so there's a lovely dash with all your lights there. So if there's ever a problem, let me just knock it off again. So you have all them lights to look at. If them lights come up when you're driving, stop and check it out. So as I say, it's Bosch electronic fuel injected. This one is electronic power steering. It has the Canadian CV Tech Ultramatic transmission. So basically it's push and go. You start it up, you put it into H there or low, depending on what you want, and you just hit the throttle and away you go. You have your four-wheel drive, so it's in two-wheel drive. You have your four-wheel drive and you have your diff lock, which I have used on the other quad and they work very well. So the style of this quad is very much different to the CF Motos, but the guts are of similar background. So they have the, as I say, the Canadian transmission and the Bosch electronics also in these as well. So they're an American designed quad. So yeah, I'm definitely getting used to it now and I like it. I can rip around in this now, no problem, all day long. Very comfortable and a stylish looking bike. Now what's the negatives? Okay, everything has negatives. I might think that the likes of these little things here that protect the what you call them, Shawnee, the CV boots, is it?
Yeah, they're the CV boots in the drive shaft.
Yeah, these plastics may be a little light, but plastics are gone very dear on all quads. Now the good news is that Derek is the main dealer now. If these ever get broken, they're not expensive to replace. Whereas some plastics on some breeds of bikes are very dear. Oh, here's another feature now as well. I know this thing is mucked up. Shawnee went on a bit of a mad one. Is that, what would you call that, Shawnee?
Footstep.
Yeah.
Side step.
Yeah, well it was before it has cow dung on it. But we're going to give this a real good wash before it goes back. But this has not given me problems. If it does, you have a great after-sales service. I'm still dealing with Derek now, and I've never had a problem with my bike. If I have, he's on the phone straight away. And yeah, very easy to deal with. So that is the story with the Segway Snarler AT6 S. And just here, and as soon as I press stop, Shawnee turns around and he tells me, what's the story with the suspension on the back? What did you call it?
It's a double wishbone suspension on the rear.
It's a double wishbone
suspension. Because that means that when you hit a bump, the wheel doesn't tilt, it stays straight and it has the full contact patch at all times.
On the two rear wheels. Mm-hmm. And the front is adjustable height.
Yeah.
Very good.
Find it too high or too low, you can raise it or lower.
Yeah, and this one at the minute now is where?
It's in the middle.
It's in the middle, so it can actually come lower and higher. This is the higher side, is it?
Yeah.
Very good, yeah. They're super good tyres.
And also double wishbone on the front too, actually.
There you go now. I mentioned the winch, did I?
You did, yeah.
It's air. It's liquid and air cooled, isn't it? It's fan cooled and.
There's a radiator with a fan.
Yeah, the radiator with a fan. Okay, yeah. There we go. So that's the crack with that. So this one has the old halogen lights, but I think the LEDs are, as I say, this is the demo model. Go for it, Shawnee. Now don't go mad. Go bleeding mad. Right. getting dark here now, Shawnee. So what you know, you like that bike, do you? Right, okay. I actually never mentioned why I think it's called a Snarler, but this is why. Has a real snarl, hasn't it, Shawnee? And here's another thing as well. Here's a good old feature. Them handlebars there, so this fella's not body wrapped on it. Yeah. So there we go, snarlage. Nice. Very comfortable, Shawnee. I love it. Here's the thing, and this is fundamental. One of the best features of this bike is the lock, as in the turning. I find going around corners on my own bike. Knock them lights off, Shawnee. I can't see a thing. You knock off the engine now as well. Get off the thing. Good man. What I find now on my own bike is that going around corners, I tend to be bunny hopping these wheels going around the corner, and it's kind of uncomfortable. But this literally flies around corners. Great handling on it, and there's that extra bit of lock, so you haven't to be doing 3 and 5 and 6 point turns. So yeah, this could turn on a dime. Really good lock on this quad. Yeah, it's getting dark now, so I better finish this video. Oh, look at that. There's Bucky.